Hi everyone, today we're coming to you from Athens, Greece.
We only have a short bit of time here, and some people have told us it's not worth visiting, but it turns out it's a really cool city, so we can't wait to share it with you.
Yeah, this is a jam-packed video in a very short period of time. Let's go eat. And if you're new here, we're
Alex,
Mehmet and Bindi, and we travel the world looking for the best food spots as well as most dog-friendly places.
Athens is one of the oldest and most famous cities in the entire world. People had told us that there wasn't much to see here and that it wouldn't be worth spending much time in Athens, but we disagree. In our 2 days here, we realized that it's full of delicious food, beautiful views, and wonderful people. And it's a place that we'll definitely be back to in the future. As usual, we started our time here by grabbing a cup of coffee, this time at a shop called Boken. This cafe was so good that we actually returned a few times during our brief stay in Athens. And then we were off to see the most iconic site in Athens, the Acropolis. But we couldn't exactly capture it for you the way we wanted to.
we just finished touring the Acropolis. Turns out you can't bring microphones inside, which is really weird. The lady saw that I had the mic attached to my phone, which was like super small. Stopped us and made us give it to her before we could enter. So I guess that's a good thing to know, is you can't bring a mic in there. But overall we came around 5 o'clock. It was closer to 6 by the time we entered. The line was pretty long and it's packed. I mean, it's only the beginning of June, but there's so many people in there.
Yeah, we read that you should come like towards the end of the day, but even at 7 o'clock, there were so many people coming in. I'm guessing it's tour buses. So many people, so I don't know if it matters what time you come. It's clearly just packed.
If we look sweaty, it's because it's like 95 degrees. It's also really hot, and it's just in the pure sun up there. We did a Rick Steves audio guide where we walked around, which was good to get some knowledge, but not as good as the Rick Steves guides we found in other places, unfortunately.
One tip, there is no toilet up there, so if you need to go before you go up.
And you can't bring anything in other than water.
Yeah.
Anyway, the Acropolis is still stunning. It's crazy to walk through so much history on a site that has stood through many centuries. From the top of the Acropolis, you can see nearly a third of Athens, all the way to the sea on a clear day. And at dinner that night, we got to see it from another equally beautiful angle. We stumbled upon a rooftop restaurant with an incredible view of the Acropolis. It was the kind of place that looked a little too nice to bring a dog, but Bindi was immediately welcomed with water, and our waiter even joked that he takes care of dogs before humans. We were so happy that we ended up at this restaurant. The view was amazing and only got better and better as the night sky came in. We shared some gooey, cheesy truffle mozzarella balls and a perfectly cooked burger while taking it all in. There's more to see in Athens beyond the Acropolis. We started off the next day with a walking tour that would take us past even more of the city's historic sites. Our tour took us past the Roman Agora, an iconic symbol of the Roman era in Athens, many Olympic landmarks, and the legendary changing of the guards ceremony.
So this morning we did a walking tour with, what was the walking tour?
Athens free tour.
We highly suggest it. We're not affiliated with them. It was just an amazing tour. We had, I think her name was Elena, and she was amazing. She's a Greek American. She was super nice, insanely knowledgeable. She's been doing it for 8 years, so she knows Athens inside and out. We highly recommend it. And as soon as that tour ended, she also suggested a family-run Greek restaurant, where I had the best moussaka I have ever had in my entire life.
The restaurant our guide recommended was called Trattoria Plaka, and the food was so good. Like Mehmet said, his moussaka was incredible. Perfectly layered eggplant, meat, potatoes, and creamy bechamel, a true Greek classic. I went with the gamitsa, which are stuffed and roasted vegetables. These were stuffed with rice and herbs, cooked until all the flavors were perfectly melded together, but without becoming mushy. Honestly, delicious.
Now we came back to our Airbnb to take a quick shower because it is 35 degrees here, which is 95 degrees Fahrenheit. And then we grabbed Bindi, we're gonna walk her, and then we're gonna see what we're gonna do later.
Given the pretty extreme heat, we opted for an air-conditioned activity for the rest of the day.
Now we're gonna head to the National Archaeological Museum. Everywhere we've been in the last video, there was a lot of stuff that was apparently supposed to be in here. It is right behind us. So I can't wait to see all the things that they dug up from the Peloponnese and put them in here.
This museum is one of the greatest collections of ancient Greek art in the world, and it gives you a deeper appreciation for everything else you'll see around Athens and in the rest of Greece. We spent hours wandering through all of the exhibits and still didn't make it through everything.
We just finished exploring the Archaeological Museum. It is massive.
Yeah.
We were in there like 3.5 hours and still had to like rush through it again. There's stuff from all the different ancient Greek eras, as well as some Egyptian stuff. Really interesting.
Unfortunately, our short amount of time in Athens was coming to an end. But we did have time for one more dinner, a massive plate of lamb chops from Mehmet, and a Cretan carbonara for me, which was pretty similar to a regular carbonara. We were actually really sad to be leaving Athens so soon. We really enjoyed the city and we're sure we'll be back. Overall, we felt that Athens was decently dog-friendly, but not quite as dog-friendly as other places we've been in Greece. Bindi wasn't allowed into the museum or the Acropolis, which is expected, but she also wasn't allowed on our walking tour, which we thought was a little strange since we didn't go inside anywhere. But we didn't have any problems in restaurants, and there was lots of green space throughout the city for her to enjoy. Thanks for watching. Next up, our Greek adventure continues in Thessaloniki, which might just be the best food city in all of Greece, and we can't wait to share it with you.